morning, Pilipinas! March na naman habang nararamdaman natin na painit ng painit ang sikat ng araw, lalo ring umiinit ang mga hatid naming good news para sa inyo. Ako po si Jolene Magdangal para sa The Working President. Ang buwan ng Marso ay kilala bilang Fire Prevention Month, pero bukod dito, kilala rin ito bilang National Women's Month. Kaya naman, nitong nakaraang Lunes, March 1, inumpisahan ng Philippine Commission on Women o PCW na dating Philippine Commission on the Role of Filipino Women, NCRFW, ang 2010 Women's Month celebration kick-off sa Bonifacio Global City sa Taguig. Ito ay may temang Babae, Tagumpay Ka ng Bayan na may layuning kilalanin ang mga tagumpay at kontribusyon ng mga kababaihan sa nation building and development. Ang kick-off celebration ay inumpisahan ng Walk for Women's Rights at mga discussions para ipromote ang kampanya para sa Magna Carta of Women at ilan pang mga karapatang pangkababaihan. Samantala, sa parehong araw, March 1, ipinagdiwang ang 105th commencement exercises ng Philippine Military Academy Masidla Class of 2010 sa Borromeo Field, Fort del Pilar sa Baguio City. Ito ay pinangunahan ni Pangulong Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo kasama si National Defense Secretary Norberto Gonzales at PMA Superintendent Vice Admiral Leonardo Calderon. Ang Masidla Class o Mandirigmang Sibol ng dakilang lahing Kayumanggi ay may 226 members na pinangungunahan ng kanilang top 10 na sina Second Lieutenant Eranio Belen, Second Lieutenant Froilan Jic Pinayan, Second Lieutenant Nolito Ebal, Second Lieutenant Johnson Gonzales, Second Lieutenant Jacob Co, Second Lieutenant Joel Perante, Second Lieutenant Erwin Villanueva, Second Lieutenant Alfie Agarao, Second Lieutenant Karen Padayaw, at Second Lieutenant Rick Ivan Joven. Congratulations sa mga bagong miyembro ng ating Armed Forces. Isa pang magandang balita, malapit nang maisakatuparan ang Closing the Loop project ng ating Pangulo dahil noong nakaraang February 25 ay nilibot niya ang buong Kamaynilaan sakay ng MRT at LRT lines. Kasabay ang inaugural test drive ng LRT Line 1 extension na bubuo sa MRT-LRT Loop Connection Drive. Dahil dito, mas magiging madali, ligtas at mura ang pamasahe saan mang parte ng Metro Manila sa pamamagitan ng mga rail transit na ito. Last week, inilunsad naman ni Pangulong Arroyo ang ika-4 na bahagi ng kanyang Super Region Tour, ang Central Philippines, kung saan binisita niya ang iba't ibang tourism sites sa ating bansa. Para sa simula ng kanyang paglilibot, tunghayan natin kung paanong nakatulong ng malaki ang infrastructure projects ng ating gobyerno papunta sa world-class beaches ng Donsol, Sorsogon at Misibis, Albay, pati ang ipinagmamalaking Subterranean River National Park ng Puerto Princesa. Narito ang unang bahagi ng Focus.
Ang Tourism Central Philippines ay isa sa 5 super regions na binuo ni Pangulong Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo noong 2006. Ito ay bahagi ng development plan ng pamahalaan na naglalayong payamanin at paunlarin ang turismo sa bansa. Bahagi ng konsepto ang pagpapatayo ng mga airports, roll-on roll-off seaports, bus terminals at hotels. Layunin din itong ipagmalaki ang nagagandahang long white beaches, mayamang coastal at marine resources, forest reserves at historical landmarks sa iba't ibang lalawigan ng bansa. Sakop ng Tourism Central Philippines Super Region ng Visayas, kabilang ang Boracay, mga lalawigan ng Cebu, Palawan at Bohol, Mimaropa Region at mga isla ng Northern Mindanao. Noong February 22, sinimula ni Pangulong Arroyo ang Tourism Central Philippines Super Region Tour sa Donsol, Sorsogon, isa sa world-class tourist destination sa Bicol Region at tinaguriang Whale Shark Capital of the World. Ayon sa Pangulo, malaki ang naitulong ng whale shark o butanding interaction sa kabuhayan at pamumuhay ng mga residente ng Donsol. Bukod sa whale shark watching, ipinagmamalaki rin ng Bicol ang Mayon Volcano sa Albay, ang Mount Isarog sa Camarines Sur at Bulusan Lake sa Bulusan. Ang lalawigan ng Palawan ay ang ikalawang destinasyon sa Tourism Central Philippines Tour ni Pangulong Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo noong ika-23 ng Pebrero. Hindi niya pinalampas ang pagkakataong bisitahin ng world-famous Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park na mas kilala sa tawag na Underground River. Sa habang 8.2 kilometers, tinaguran ito bilang world's longest navigable underground river that winds through a spectacular cave before emptying out into the South China Sea. Naisama ito sa UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites noong December 4, 1999 dahil sa outstanding ecological universal value nito at idineklarang National Geological Monument ng lokal na pamahalaan ng Palawan noong 2003. Ang Underground River din ang official nominee ng Pilipinas sa Search for the New Seven Wonders of Nature at kamakailan lamang ay napili ito bilang isa sa 28 finalists.
We embrace the concept of a sustainable economic model where there's no conflict between a clean, healthy environment and a robust economy. We can create jobs and keep our environment safe and sacred. For instance, here in the Underground River, tourism has tripled in the last 3 years. But Mayor Hagedorn said that there is an informal estimate that the carrying capacity of tourism there is only 300 tourists a day. But at its peak, there are 1,000 who want to see it. So I'm glad that there are resorts like this so that the tourists can wait for their turn and not insist on being there even beyond 300 because they have other things to do here in the resort. But on the other hand, the 300 is a guesstimate. And I am asking Secretary Nina Alabastro, who was with me in the underground tour earlier, if DOST can make a real scientific estimate, what is the real carrying capacity of the underground river? Because if it's more than 300, then they can rest easy that there will be more tourists and yet the environment is taken care of.
Matapos ang kanyang Underground River Tour, pinamunuan ni Pangulong Arroyo ang Joint National Economic and Development Authority o NEDA Cabinet Group and National Anti-Poverty Commission o NAPSI Cabinet Group meeting sa Daluyan Beach and Mountain Resort sa Barangay Sabang, Puerto Princesa. Sa unang bahagi ng pulong ay nagbigay ng mensahe ang Pangulo patungkol sa kanyang Tourism Central Philippines Super Region Tour.
The #1 tourism investment destination is Palawan. While Boracay is the #1 tourism destination, the #1 tourism investment destination is Palawan. Anchored by the Banyan Tree investment. Banyan Tree was the one who developed Phuket. And so therefore we hope that Northern Palawan will become another Phuket with the leadership of Banyan Tree. Palawan has nearly 2,000 islands. Imagine we have 7,100 islands in the Philippines and about 1,700 are in Palawan. So how do we take the tourists to Palawan? We take the tourists to its wonders by upgrading the airports of Puerto Princesa and Busuanga and building the San Vicente Airport. Also, by completing the road backbone from El Nido to Rio Tuba, whose gaps we filled. For instance, when I used to come here when I was running for senator and even when I was a senator, you couldn't go by land from Puerto Princesa to El Nido. Now you can. Now you can. Okay? And also, where we came from now, the underground river of Puerto Princesa, the guide was telling us that when she was young, it took them the whole day to travel from Sabang to Puerto Princesa. Now, with the new road that we have built, it's much more convenient, and together with the publicity of the world's 7 new wonders, the tourism to the underground river has tripled, according to our host, Mayor Hagedorn.
Ilang taon matapos niyang likhain ang 5 super regions na kung saan kabilang ang Tourism Central Philippines, may 38 infrastructure projects ang naipatayo o kasalukuyang isinasagawa sa ilalim ng pamunuan ni Pangulong Arroyo. Aniya, tungkulin ng pamahalaan na dalhin ng mga lokal at dayuhang turista sa iba't ibang natural wonders ng Pilipinas kung kaya't mahalaga ang infrastruktura.